Well, there we have it. It has officially been announced on Monday afternoon. Kim Hellberg is now officially Boro's new head coach. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and we have confirmation today that Kim Hellberg is officially the new Boro head coach. The work permit must have gone through this morning. They've gotten lots of the media done already. They've dropped an interview on the Boro website, which I strongly suggest you guys go and check out as well. But here he is in all his beautiful Swedish glory. Kim Hellberg is here. This is how it was written on the Boro website. Middlesbrough Football Club are delighted to announce the appointment of Kim Hellberg as head coach. The 37-year-old Swede is joined by his long-standing assistant David Cellini, who links up with Adi Varvash on the coaching staff. So straight away, bang, they've got Adi's future right there in black and white. Reassurance that he is there on the coaching team, and Hellberg did allude to that in his interview, which I'll get onto in a bit. The pair join from the Allsvenskan runners-up Hammarby, who Hellberg guided to successive second-place finishes in the Swedish top flight. Despite his young years, Hellberg arrives with a wealth of experience, having clocked up 4 promotions already in his home country, and the club's head of football, Kieran Scott, is delighted to bring him to Teesside. Kieran Scott said this: "Kim is someone I've been monitoring for a while. He's well known in the circles of European football as an up-and-coming head coach that was catching a lot of people's eye and was doing really well at Hammarby. We met a few candidates, but Kim was high on my list of people I wanted to speak to. Myself, Neil and Steve met him and were very impressed with what he had to say and how he carried himself. We felt it was an appointment that could take us forward, and we're really pleased to bring him in." Reflecting on joining the Boro, Hellberg said, "I'm delighted to have been appointed as Boro's head coach, and I'm very proud to be here. A lot of things make Boro the perfect choice for me. The way they play and want to play together with the crowd suits me and how I want to work. I want us to play quick and aggressive football and try to win the ball as quickly as possible if we don't have it. I want us to be quick on goal and create a lot of chances. I've been very impressed with the players and how they've worked so far this season, and I'm looking forward to getting to work with them." Kim met the players for the first time on Monday, but will not formally take the reins until later this week, with Adi Varvash, of course, remaining at the helm as we expected for the midweek game tomorrow against Coventry City. So there we have it. Boro's only second ever foreign manager is in place. David Cellini joins him. Adi Varvash will stay alongside him, and there are reports to suggest another coach, who I think is currently the interim at Malmo, is also potentially joining Hellberg's Boro in December. Main takeaways, though, from this and his interview as well, which again I'll suggest you guys go and watch if you want to learn a little bit more about Hellberg. I think it's, as I said, a very intriguing appointment. I can't get massively excited because it's such an unknown at the moment, so it's hard to get excited about something you don't really quite know what's going to happen. So I'm intrigued and excited to see what happens. Of course, there is a degree of trepidation and caution because Boro are in such a great position, and naturally with a new manager coming in, there is a bit of a transition phase, and you just hope that the team can pick up his messages and what he wants relatively quickly, and we don't suffer too much in this sort of transition period from what we were doing under Edwards and Varvash into what Kim Hellberg wants to do. But equally, his style of play is exciting. Now, is it a return back to what we were seeing under Michael Carrick? I was worried that might be the case. However, whether that's where we'll get and whether that's the end goal, one of the big pluses I took from this interview, and I might play it as well on screen, is he spoke of adapting. He spoke of using Varvash's experience, using his knowledge to adapt to the English game, to the team, to the start of the squad.
A special way in terms of coming middle of the season, so I need to adapt to what has been good here, using AD a lot, using the players a lot to talk about what has been good, and then trying to sneak in things and work on it for a little bit longer time, because a lot of things that has been done is working very good. So that's the combination. Then of course I want to be playing a quick football. I want to play an aggressive football. We will try to win the ball as quickly as possible if we don't have it. I want to be quick on goal, creating a lot of chances, and I think that's are a lot of good possibilities to create here. So yeah.
How big of a role will AD play as well in kind of making that transition for you a bit easier, having never managed in England before?
I've talked to him a lot already, by text after the Oxford game, but also today. And I think his knowledge and the way he talks and the way he all the experience he have, it makes him a very important person for me to have and to use as much as possible for Middlesbrough, to create as good atmosphere as possible and the best condition to win games for Middlesbrough.
Got 80, but you've also brought...
Quite honestly said, in black and white, as clear as you could probably want to see, he's going to make little tweaks. He's going to implement little things as he goes, little things he wants this team to do and learn, which hopefully we will improve, especially going forward. But he emphasised massively on the good stuff that is happening already at the football club. He mentioned that he wants to keep what is good at the moment, which is, of course, Boro's solid defensive foundations, the fact that we're a defensively good side, all games are tight, but we're in most games. So I think he's open to keeping a lot of that structure, but of course he'll want to build on that and of course put his own stamp on the team as he goes, and especially improve Boro's creativity and attacking numbers, which again he alludes to in his interview. He talked of creating chances, being aggressive with and without the ball. I think winning the ball back as soon as possible, which was just something he alluded to, is something we were wanting to do in Redwoods anyway, so that's not too much of a different thing in terms of what we do out of possession. Be interesting to see how much he tweaks going forward and if that has any kind of effect on Boro's defence, because, is he going to play out from the back? A lot of Boro fans, I don't think, will like that. So it'll be interesting to see what little things he does eventually drip feed and start to implement with the team. But he is extremely open to leaning on the players and the staff and everyone who's already here, including AD, to help the transition be as smooth and as hopefully successful as possible, which was a huge tick in the box for me. So I don't mind if that's how he wants to approach things to start with. Let's be clear, there's a lot of games in a very short period of time. So he'd be foolish to try and implement his style of play ultra quickly in such a congested time of the season. So his approach for me seems smart, it seems sensible, and it seems spot on, exactly what I was hoping to hear from him. And hopefully we'll just start to see them gradual improvements while we hopefully also don't drop off too much. So yeah, I really liked his interview. I really liked how he came across. I'm excited to see where we go from here, and hopefully this will only take us up another gear or two and we can be, well, even more of a complete side, and we can actually go from second and maybe go forwards, which would be amazing. What a great platform it is for him to come in and start from. We'll see how things go. In terms of what's coming up, of course, the commentary game is tomorrow, so there will be content as usual on that. My preview of the Cov game dropped early today, so go and check that out if you haven't already. It's probably going to get lost within the hype of Hellberg and him coming in pretty much on the same day. But of course, there'll be previews ahead of the Derby game, previewing his first game in charge. And because he has now officially been unveiled early, the plan hopefully will be that me, Chris and Rob Law will jump on Wednesday night to record a podcast discussing Hellberg's appointment. Hopefully Rob will get to speak to him as well in person, which will provide an even better insight into Hellberg, and we'll have all of that hopefully on a podcast during the week, probably Thursday or Friday, so keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. Lots of exciting stuff to come, and hopefully a very exciting era is about to start at Middlesbrough Football Club with Kim Hellberg. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if you've watched his interview, what your thoughts are on that as well. But until next time, guys, do take care. Thank you very much for watching. Hit a like, subscribe for more, and all the good stuff we've got to come. I'll see you all in the next one.